We are ready to rock and roll. Scunthorpe have an FA Cup final to play. Chuck, welcome in. Gav, welcome in. Hope everybody is doing well. Gav, the first one in. And we are ready. Southampton away to at Wembley at the end of the season. But first we have 4 games to guarantee top 4. We are 4 points clear of Brighton, who we still have to play. Our run into the end of the season is not easy. As you need 4 wins. Yeah, nice, Gav. Absolutely scenes that you love to see. We thought we don't have a suit for the cup final. The suits that I do own are still down at parents'. When I go down to Slough, I might bring one back. I'll probably bring one back because if we do get to a Champions League final or a major European final, we're gonna want to have a suit for that. But we've gone sort of smart casual with the thing. When I go down to Slough, what do you mean, Gav? What do you mean? I said when I go down, like when I go. Did I say if I go down to Slough? When I go down to Slough. Yes, I'm going to Slough, yes. And I can't wait for it. Colin, welcome in as well. I'm doing good, mate, thank you. We did not have confirmation yet. I'm fairly certain I've told you in your chat that I'm going to Slough. But yes, I am going to Slough. So I only ever heard maybes. I know I said in your chat that I'm going to Slough because in your chat I asked Eloise for the link to the hotel. So there. I asked Eloise. I said my time off had been approved. And I've got the hotel link from Eloise. I still need to book the hotel. What stream cup? That is fair. That is very fair. But yeah, right. Let's get right into it. This is the way the lay of the land looks. Obviously, we won the Carabao Cup earlier in the season. First domestic trophy won. We have our first ever FA Cup final. Southampton knocked Man United out in the final, and Southampton are 6th in the league. There is a 10-point gap, but domestic treble, no chance. Yeah, Chuck, because it's also school holidays. We are on as well. I don't know, it's backwards, but the alcohol free Lidl ciders, because strawberry and lime flavour. We're feeling fruity today. Yeah. Chuck, I can also confirm if I had the money to be able to afford to buy you a plane ticket, I would fly you over here in a heartbeat, but unfortunately that is not the case. But yeah, out in the Champions League on pens to Bayern when we won the league phase, which was really annoying, but kind of shows you the level that we're still needing to reach. But we are 4th in the Prem, a point behind Spurs having played a game more. Exactly, I'd do it as well. But 4th in the Prem, that is the aim. The schedule to come today. Arsenal at the Emirates. Last season, we won at the Emirates. I think quite comfortably as well. We won 3-0 away at Arsenal last season. We actually have a better head-to-head record against Arsenal, despite the fact we have a -6 goal difference against them. The 7-0 might have something to do with that in our first season in the Premier League. That was definitely a harsh lesson we needed to learn at that point. That was this season we won 3-0 away. We won 4-2 away in the league. And we've already won there this season in the league. We won 3-0 in the Champions League. Then Man United at home, where we won 4-0 at Old Trafford and 4-2 at Old Trafford in the Carabao Cup. Then Villa away, and then Brighton at home on the final day of the season, where that could basically become a one-game shootout for 4th. The European coefficients sees England sit 2nd still. 1 point clear of France. It's not guaranteed that 5th will be Champions League. We'd rather not finish 5th if we can at all help it. but Champions League football will be nice. We've obviously just finished with our FA Cup semi-final battering of Nottingham Forest. And now we're staying down in London. Well, we're probably not staying down in London, but we go back to London next weekend for Arsenal. Manuel, I'm guessing he's like a 4-star potential kid. But he's a 5-star potential guy we're keeping an eye on. Kowalski there. Goldborg is up to a 4-star player. Look at how good Goldborg is becoming. And that 19 natural fitness with decent physicals. This man is he is our center. He is our DLP. Max our centre mid. Neves there. Goldborg is wanted by Arsenal, Man United, and Bayern. Bayern have an active interest and have been scouting him for a while. But yeah, we do not plan on selling him. Yeah. The board, like, yeah, he's kind of mudded himself a little bit there. Yeah, that is something. Yeah, they don't class as unhappy. Yeah, that's what I always do as well with players. I just promise to sell them if a fee's met. This year especially, I found that players actually go, do you know what? Like, if their value's like 50 million, some players will go like 80 million, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna complain about that. Defensor Sporting, team report. We still need to set up our team reports elsewhere. Nope. Daniel, sorry, mate. You are no longer shortlist worthy. Fernando Romero, you're not a complete forward. I mean, Remy Sene, I mean, he already looks like he could be incredible down the left-hand side. Like, he already looks like he could be an insane winger attack. Because he's also got the 16 flair. But he's at Real Madrid. He is asking to leave because he wants a new contract. 20 million for him might be a bit too much money for what we want to do. Considering this summer we want to be going all out on the goalkeeper from Benfica. I know Metin Yildiz probably will then have to leave because of it. But it's a risk I'm willing to take. Oh, El Amrani's now lost his 20 crossing. It's now down to 19. Which is a shame. Our under 21s, well, our under 21s have just shown us how to beat Brighton. So who scored? Arenas from left back scored. Lundholm with a brace. Hausner with a pen, and Seanasea. Yeah, no, 2.5 star. I don't know why my Spotify glitches like that from time to time. Oh. But Arsenal away first. We do need. I think we'll need. Considering we're 4 points clear, we'll need 3 wins. Unless we beat two. Well, I'd say 2 wins and a win against Brighton would probably be 1 win and then a win against Brighton on the final day would probably be enough. But I'd like to have it secured quite quickly if I'm being honest, because we do have a 4-match FA Cup final to play. Southampton are actually closing the gap towards them. I mean, Spurs losing their game in hand would be quite based as well, so maybe we could sneak third. But you never know. I mean, 3.5s are not really going to cut the mustard. They're not really going to cut the mustard. Garrido down to importance. Sass down to squad. Sass, if I could guarantee that Sass wouldn't be unhappy about dropping to squad player, I would do it. But I'm fairly certain Sass is going to probably be unhappy if I drop his agreed playing time to squad player. No, he's not. Okay. That's perfect then. Alex Scott is still squad player. Would Batera be unhappy? Oh,
good
Dave, good job. It's a massive deal. We're not going to do the issues that we had last time when we tried to start raiding people. There is the shout out. If you're not following the Gudja, go and drop him a follow. How was Peru? How was life in Peru? Spurs play Man United next. Man United could actually win the league, I think, with a win here. At Spurs. Something tells me. If not, they'll be basically very close to it. Spurs have beaten Man United with a 96th minute own goal by Chiachi. Rip Bozo. I mean, it does mean that the title race is now only 6 points of a gap. And it means that, I mean, it still means we're technically in with a chance of winning the league. It would require Man United to lose each of their last 4 games to Everton, Scunthorpe, West Ham, and Brentford. It's highly unlikely, but we still are mathematically in with a chance of winning the league. Would also require slip-ups from Chelsea and Spurs along the way. Peru is not too bad. We're not a very good team. We're not along it at all, but performing above... I mean, if you're performing above where the board wants you to do, that is not too bad. As expected, Jack Wilshere has left Arsenal for Manchester City. Probably would have more been likely thought that would have been the case as there, but after 2 years in charge at Arsenal, he's gone, sod this, I'm going to Man City. So, yeah. Arsenal fans, oh no, that's the wrong person. That is the wrong person. Cancel assignment. Get the under 19s from Simone, please. Lucas Martinez has not got anything going about him. But yeah, so we're ready for Arsenal. We're ready for United. We're ready for them all. If we win all 4 games, there is every possibility we could win the league. I think it would be the biggest bottle in Premier League history, but it could be. I mean, Metin is on the verge of keeping. He is close to keeping the most amount of clean sheets we've had by a goalkeeper in this save, and we're still looking to replace him. I'd love to keep Metin Yildiz as a backup though. Liverpool, from Uruguay, not from the team that are coming up from the Championship. They have Lucas Pereira, who can be scouted, and Martin Nunez. So there, and then right, training we can review. Your scouting's finished. You're not quite good enough. Curtis Jones is at Inter. Interesting. Title showdown. Technically, United could win the league here. Because if they win and Chelsea lose, then that's pretty much guaranteed that Chelsea can't win the league unless Man United massively balls it up. It's just the way it is. Right, we're hoping for an Everton favour. We're hoping for Palace to beat Chelsea, and we're hoping for somebody else to beat Spurs. That's the way it's going. If our title hopes are still going to be alive by the end of this week, our very slim title hopes. Because given we play United at home, the title race is still not done, because we will have some form of say in it. United have won, so that means our title hopes are now dashed. Chelsea won, and Aston Villa beat Spurs, which means... No, not that one. That one. With a game in hand, we can go to a point behind Spurs. Full strength team. Do we go full strength? Reggie is a little bit tired, so we will start Salazar on the right wing. Backline stays the same. Midfield goes. Everybody else is ready, fit, and firing. Scunthorpe at the Emirates. Well, we've won 3-0 already this season. So, do you know what it means? It just means that we have to go and take the game to them again and go and prove that we are ready for it. Go and beat them in style, lads. In courage. It will also further further dent Arsenal's slim outside hopes of European football. Well, they're very much in the European football hunt. So Arsenal still have everything to play for as well, despite being 10th. If they win like their last few games, they could very much close the gap. Like if they win, they go back up into 9th above Newcastle. Before Newcastle, because Newcastle won at Southampton earlier in the day. But Martinelli's corner is whipped in, and the corner is headed wide. Yildiz had it covered. Hi, Pagan Samurai. Hope you're doing well. Max into Goldborg. Back to Max. Max into the box, and it's not too far away. But it's close, but no cigar. But yeah, Brighton won earlier in the day. I don't know who they beat. Because they beat Man City earlier in the day. Okay, just at work. Well, I hope work is good. As work can be. It's totally dead. Well, I hope I can keep some entertainment at work for you. As Salazar finds Goldberg, Botera. That's a terrible pass. Let's not get counter-attacked, please. Come on, put a tackle in. Win the ball. Win the ball. Stop him from running. Stop this. I mean, Martinelli's had a free header in the box and still put it wide. We're going to demand more. We have not created a lot. This has been a very close, cagey game. It's dying out for somebody to come off the bench and make a difference. Or is it crying out for a goal from this highlight? Salazar into Ajax. Back to Salazar. He cuts inside. He drills one. It's deflected into the gloves of the keeper. I mean, they've thrown that out short very quickly and have got away with it slightly. Which is unideal. And now they have a corner, which we are going to clear, I hope. No, Ronaldo got his head to it. And again, their headers are not getting on target, which I guess is a good thing for us in the grand scheme of things. Salazar on a 6.4. Reggie, on you come. Garrido off for Sales Neri, who's also improving, which is nice. And then we're going to move... Do we switch Max and Neves around again? We're going to switch Max and Neves around. Just see if Max and Neves, like, they can have a change in sort of fortune by moving a little bit further forward, like switching the positions around. Maybe we have that just as a thing on them, that both of them can kind of switch around the way they play. As Aaron Brandt has gone for goal, and that's straight into the gloves of Yildiz. No, we're going to make the changes now. We're just going to bring Sass on, and we're going to bring Mariotti on in the midfield. And Mbeda Magi is also knackered, so let's bring Bengo as his name-o on. Do you know? It's a song, I think, it's an English song. That's heavily steeped about the war. And that's about as far as I'm going to talk about it, because Sass is in! The substitutions have paid dividends. It's a lovely ball from Ajax. Sass is in the middle. And he's found the corner. But fucking... Yes. At times, yes. Botera, Bengo. And it's not every British person doesn't hate it. I mean, it's fallen for Mariotti kindly. He's gone for goal! Arsenal win the mud, in the mud. Managerless Arsenal can't do anything to keep this out. Erdegaard's free kick. Metin had it covered. He knew what was going on. Ajax with 2 assists, by the way, today. My creative right back. I can praise for like the first time in the game. I can feel comfortable about doing so. The ball is... Cumberbatch is coming through. Capdeville with a fantastic tackle. Can we get a third on the break? Mariotti driving forward. The tackle has found Magahi into Sass. Salisbury. Bengo is his name-o, and it's knocked behind by Ceballos. Yeah. Hey, respect the North as well. There are some lovely places in the North. But A comfortable 2-0 win away at Arsenal to start today off. You love to see it. Nice work, everyone. Mid-table Arsenal beaten. Cheers, lads. Oh, there's places like that all across the country though. But yes, England are not necessarily like there can be very fickle people, very fickle people that disguise it in the form of patriotism, and I don't understand it. You can support your country without being a dick. Brentford have beaten Wolves, which means Brentford have given themselves every chance of staying up right now. Brentford are just the point off safety, having had the 9-point deduction. United are in the Champions League. Chelsea are Europa League bound. Spurs are Europa League bound. We are also, I believe, Europa League bound. Because we can't drop lower than 6. We can't drop lower than 5th. We're 10 points clear with 3 games to go. Oh, if the day England win the World Cup, the country is going into meltdown. Oh yeah, but that's because England under Southgate is very passive. That's the reason. Like that's just Gareth Southgate football in a nutshell. The fact that I also love as well is that Slovakia with 20 minutes to go are still leading against Belgium. Oh, you're American. Oh, yeah. We could have had a 3-3 match if anyone could finish. Yeah. But yeah, the day America win the World Cup, I do not want to know what happens. We've become recognised as the best of the rest and qualified for the Europa League, which is above the board's expectations. Even though we are the 3rd best team in the league. Just Too Phenomenal, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope all is good. Happy right now. How give us the lowdown. Don't offer any of them contracts. They're not good. Romania, yes. Romania with a big win against Ukraine today. Romania with a massive win today, actually. That could definitely set their tournament in good stead. This guy is a potential guy to bring in. He's 61 odd million. Yeah. First Euros win in 24 years. That is crazy. Frakes is so good. CM attack. He's release clause of 400. He's like ridiculously expensive, but he is so good. Garrett Gruen as well, very good player as well. That AM attack role could be a thing for him. I mean, you're not highly ranked in the rankings, if I don't believe either. Yes, but if we win, you have to call it soccer. Absolutely fucking no chance. Romania is normally considered a team that is a team that's not necessarily considered one of the teams that will do well in the Euros. I mean, hello, Lucas Silveira. Not add to shortlist. Fully scout you. Right, PSG Man City, Champions League semi-finals. PSG have beaten City. That's not great for the coefficient, actually. Because that means that France now edge closer. Yeah. I would not want to be in Group D. Group D. No. I mean, you would expect... It is... Group D and Group B are like the two groups of death. Oh, Belgium have scored. I think, because it said in the tables on the BBC, it said it was a 1-1. Your group is full of surprises, indeed. Yeah, and Real Madrid have beaten Porto 5-1. Group B is insane. Yeah, Group B is a mad, mad group. Phoenix. Do you have anybody? No. Albania and 3 juggernauts. That's basically what it is. Belgium's goal just got disallowed for... okay. It's funny that... like, it would be great if Belgium lose their opening game. It will really open that group wide up. Profundi named April Player of the Month. I don't know how he's been named it. McGahey is one. I mean, all 3 of the Young Player of the Month, top 3, Scunthorpe lads. You'd love to see it. McGahey dedicates it to me. Of course he does. How have we not won Manager of the Month again? Okay, he did have a win record of 100%. So maybe I'll let him off. Maybe I'll let him off. The board think we're an A plus. The fans think we're a B. I don't know what we can do to impress the fans. You did have that golden generation in the 90s, but that is, as you said, that is like a long time ago. It's now more a case of, like, more now you don't have necessarily the player level that you did a few years ago. The Soul generation. Oh, nice. That is actually kind of cool. Right. No, we're not going to do a team meeting before we play Man United. We might do one before we play Aston Villa. But Manchester United at home. Now, as we said, we beat United 4-0 at Old Trafford this season. So it's not out of the realms of the possibility that we... I mean, Manuel is so good. Manuel is so good. If he likes big matches and stuff like that, he might be... He doesn't have anything with big matches by the looks of it. Not that we can see anyway. Man's got 22 and 27 La Liga starts this season. Like, that is incredible return. As much as I like this song, I don't want it. We'd never lose the World Cup. I'm not so certain on that one. I think they'd be a good force, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it would be as clear cut as you make it out to be. Man United at home. Come on, lads. Come on. Man United out to clinch the title. They are 6 clear with 3 to play. Basically, Chelsea need us to do them a massive favour. And we are going to go with every intention of giving them a massive favour. Because 3rd is still in our sights. And so we have that to focus on. Chelsea don't play till tomorrow by the looks of it. So, like, that is something to bear in mind. When you both begin, the rest is still... Oh. Right. Inbox. We've won the Premier League Cup. Let's go up the under-21s. For the first time, our under-21s have won the under-21 Premier League Cup. And we are top of the Professional Development League North. How's the Championship playoff going? We've got Reading under-21s in the Championship playoff. Lundholm gets an 8.8. Does he score both the goals? Brian Lundholm, the absolute legend. Yes, he is over 21 playing in the under-21s. We do understand that. But, like, our under-21s have won the Premier League Cup. Good for them. Oh, hello, a couple of 4-star players here. Lucas Silvera, we can add you to the shortlist. Please. Game. He's on a youth contract. I'm guessing he's got a pre-agreed contract signed. Yeah. Because we can't approach the sign-in. Right. So, yeah, Chelsea do play tomorrow, right? Yeah, Chelsea play Sheffield United on the Sunday. So, right. How did Brighton get on? Brighton beat Spurs. Well, if we beat Man United, we go just 3 points behind Chelsea, to be fair. But we are ready. Full strength, no changes, everybody ready to go. Man United at Glanford Park. Would be quite the scalp to beat Man United home and away. But Man United do have a good team. There is no if, buts, or maybes about that one. The fact they're playing a number 9 at right back is incredible. In other news, you just started your first actual journeyman save. Well, good luck. Hope it is the start of a successful journey for you. Right, come on, lads. United have had the chance, but we've had most of the ball. Here is the first highlight of the game. Inside the opening 10. Neves, Goldborg, Max, Mbeda Magi's in behind. Mbeda Magi! You got hired in China. Ooh, fun. I have never managed outside of Europe. Mbeda Magi puts Scunthorpe 1-0 up. Right, Frost. Whips it in. Corner has hit the post. They can miss their chances as much as they want to now. And Mbeda Magi's coming forward. Sarah does well to stop him in his tracks. But Scunthorpe are in third in the Premier League as it stands. And Mbeda Magi's waited for that one. Coda's intercepted. He finds Calvarese, who's inside and squares it, and Jordan Frost has equalised. Or has he? He has. He has. Unfortunately. The goal is upheld after review. Man United are level. Hey, we won 4-2 in the Carabao Cup. It was 4-0 in the league, but Mbeda Magi has taken a knock. He feels he can shake it off. Right, we'll see how it goes for the time being. We'll encourage the lads. We've had more of the ball, but they've had more of the chances. So that's the second tier of China, right? If I remember correctly. Calvarese. Yes, I thought so. We're not going to win if we don't shoot. We won't win if we don't shoot, so get some shots off, lads. Get some chances building. Free kick. Mbeda Magi whips it in. It's a poor delivery, but Neves is going to get there first. Into Reggie McGahey. Max is free in the box, but it's headed away by United. Now they come on the counter. Ribeiro. That's a lovely run from Mount. Mason Mount in behind. Into Kiasi, but, I mean, Martin was there to clear, and Reggie McGahey is there to pip the toes. Max. You got to use Mbeda Magi. He's down the left. He's played it inside. Garrido nods it down. João Neves! Yes, I thought... I didn't know that, but that sounds very much like a China-like rule. That very much sounds like an out-of-left-field rule that China would have. Right, Capdeville, Goldborg. Martin. Into Ajax. João Neves is driving on again. And João Neves, he should probably score that, to be honest. That's a good chance that he's not taken. Right, with 60 minutes gone. Right, Max is on a Reggie's on a yellow card on a 6.5. So Salazar will come on. And Mbeda Magi seems to have recovered from his knock enough that I'm going to want to keep him on. As we're going to bring Truffert and Rodriguez on as well. The fullbacks are not having the best of games and are struggling for a little bit of sharpness and fitness in the tank. So freshen up in a bit of what is a massive engine room position. Mbeda Goldborg, Rodriguez, Garrido. Oh, that's a good save from Resta. And your Belgian save, your goalkeepers are Romanian and Serbian. Our goalkeeper is Turkish in this team. Max with the corner, headed up and away. Truffert back to Max. Into towards Salazar, but Salazar waited for it. I mean, Max then takes the yellow card and the foul. That is a very, very sensible yellow card to take when you're 2-1 up. But because of that yellow card, we are now going to bring the former Man United man Sass on, and we are going to bring Bengo on as well as our final changes. With South African, the best goalkeeper I think I've ever seen, well, one of the best goalkeepers that I've ever seen was Brazilian as a new gen. Had him in my FM21 Glory Hunter. Signed him for like 18 mil. I've also seen a really good Serbian new gen goalkeeper that I signed in that same save. I had some outstanding goalkeepers in that save. Man United played this out from the back nicely. Celso Young into Ribeiro. Stop the cross, Rodriguez. Just stop the cross, whatever you do. He hasn't. That's too. Oh, what a save, Metin. Guadalupian. Now that is cool. And then the header has been saved as well. You are murdering Plymouth right now. Well, you love to hear it. Man United have thrown their keeper up because they know how important a win could be in this game. Sass, Capdeville, Goldborg, Martin, Metin Yildiz, into Martin. He's gone long towards Salazar. He's been fortunate with a deflection. Into Garrido. Now Sass. Out one more to Bengo. Bengo down the left. It's lovely work. And it's wide of the mark. And that is now where we go right, lads. This is where we go right, lads. Now we don't take any risks. Now we don't take any risks. We'll take play out defence off. In transition, we're not going to distribute it to the centre-backs. We're going to slow the pace down as well. We're not taking any risks here. With 6 added minutes to come at Glanford Park. Scunthorpe holding on for what would be a famous double over Manchester United and moving to 3rd in the Premier League. Has way more yeah. 1 OG and 3 corner goals. Yeah, it does have more OGs. Also, set pieces can be very much abused, as Gav will tell you all about. But 3rd is in our destiny. 2nd is not out of the question. I mean, yeah, he urges Goldborg to join Bayern. I'm actually going to probably offer Goldborg a new deal. When did he get a new contract, actually? That is a very good idea to think about. He got one at the start of the year with no release clause. So I'm going to pretty much set like 150 million price tag on him. They bid 150 mil up front for Goldborg. I'll sell him. Other than that, I'm not really going to look to get rid of him. And then, yeah, but like I'm quite like I feel like genuinely like the goalkeeper, maybe the fullbacks are the only places we really need to up. How long did it take from us to go all the way up? It took us 6 seasons. So we won 5 league titles in 6 years to go up. And the year we didn't go up, we got to the playoffs in the championship. So we went up very quickly, but then sort of took our time to sort of develop and build. Our early like this is our run. So National League North, National League, League 1, League 2, League 1 up. 6th in the championship, lost in the playoffs. Then won the championship the following season. 14th, 9th, 8th, 7th, down to 10th, then up to 4th last season. Every trophy other than the League 1 and this one here is what has been won whilst we've been at the club. So but Man United have been given Chelsea have been given a lifeline in the title race. They need to take it by beating Sheffield United here. They have. The title race is going to the wire. There is just 3 points separating United and Chelsea in first and second. I'm actually intrigued to see how the title race is going to shape up. Who's got who? So Chelsea have Southampton away and Newcastle at home. Bear in mind, they are still in the Europa League as well. Is there any French side? So there's no French side in there. There's no French or English side in the Conference League, because there was no English side in the Conference League this season. So Chelsea still made it. Who was the other team that was who was the other English side? Chelsea and West Ham. How did West Ham get on? They got knocked out early, didn't they? It was like last 16. They got knocked out. Yeah, they got knocked down in the last 16. But Chelsea have a second leg at home. A second leg at home by the looks of it. Yeah. The second leg at home, and they will play either Betis or Roma in the final. Scunthorpe have qualified for the Europa League. The Conference League place goes to the league, which means that West Ham are the ones currently in pole position. But United have West Ham and Brentford. Chelsea have Southampton and Newcastle. So United have the easier running than Chelsea. But that hasn't stopped people from there. Danubio have sacked their manager. We could apply for the job, I suppose, but we're not gonna do that. Have they got any players for us? They do have 3 players for us. They're all called Lucas. I don't know what it is in the water in Uruguay right now, naming their kids Lucas, but it's a thing. You name your kid Lucas, he's most likely going to be a footballer in Uruguay. Borry is hot there, but I mean, when you've got this guy, if this guy doesn't win the Copper Trophy, I don't know who. Then something's gone wrong. You have 2 dudes named Simon. You love to see it. Mariotti showing progress. You love to see it. Determination has dropped though a little bit, which is annoying. 2 Premier League games to go. Salazar and Mbeda Magi do dribble a lot. Danubio reserves. Get the team report for you. There's nobody in here. Shalom, Max Jax, thank you very much for the follow. One is Syrian and the other is French. Now that is an interesting one that one is Syrian. Inigo Gutierrez, you are not a striker. You are not a winger. You are a playmaker, but you are not like a... You're an awkward one, you, with 10 finishing. This guy is a wonder kid, 4-star. Who you wanted by? Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Leipzig. It's highly sought after, even though he's 5'11" as a centre back. You can come off the shortlist. You're okay. You can come off the shortlist. Even if you are like, you would be signed purely based on attributes rather than potential or anything else. Ollie Eldridge can be removed from the shortlist. You're okay. He was born in Sweden, so he's probably had he has Syrian parents then or something like that. Zhao Daniel looks incredible. That is for sure. You're okay. Like, this guy is an attacking wingback. He is incredible. Like, he actually would make an insane right winger. Like, he's natural at right back with 19 off the ball. My goodness me. Like, inverted wingback support, yeah. Hello. I mean, he is interested in joining us. He looks insane. Yeah, Tottenham have a really, really good team in this save, and it really hurts me to say that, but they have an incredible team. Like, it's not even funny how good their team is. He actually would be a quite decent, like, centre half. Could get, like, we don't need him now. We've outgrown him. Even Lima is just more pace than anything. We've won our champions, the Premier League, the Professional Development League, semi-final, despite conceding late on Lundholm with another brace and Hausner, the two players with the first team, the overage players are doing the business. Yes, quite a few occasions where teams want to go and players want to go and play in the Champions League or want to go and start playing in a thingy like that. It's quite common when you're going up quite quickly. Rodriguez and Salazar showing progress. You'd love to see it. You absolutely do. Well, if Porto somehow come back against Real Madrid, I mean, no, Real Madrid battered them 10-4 on aggregate. You just won the Europa League. He probably wants to go to a team that's challenging to win the Champions League. Then, is most likely what's happening there. Or he wants to go to a different league. He wants to go to like a higher league. Like a higher rep league. That is also very much the case. That's also very much a possibility. Ran the gauntlet in the Europa League. Right, Man City have a massive fight back on their hands to knock PSG out. But they're probably not going to because, yeah, since City sacked their manager, like, they have fallen off a cliff. Like, they sacked their manager after they beat Bayern, after they lost to United 1-0. This has been their form since they sacked Marco Rose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 defeats in a row, followed by a 0-0 draw. Like, it is very much there. Calvarese should join Spurs. Absolutely no chance. Absolutely no chance. Although I could, in a way, basically give them the money if I buy one of their fullbacks. Pagan Samurai, thank you very much for the follow. I do appreciate it. Boston River, what a team name. If you're Uruguay, you are in the second tier. Kind of shows. Manuel snubs Newcastle to stay at Atletico. Okay. So that means he's just signed a new contract, I think, Manuel. Not Ugarte. Manuel, Atletico. It's not him, but we can get to Atletico this way. This guy. We're going to add him to the default shortlist anyway. He's on a lot of money. He is on a lot of money. But yeah, I think he's just signed a new deal. Literally just signed a new contract. Okay, rip Bozo. That is not ideal. No team meetings again. Absolutely no team meetings. Başakşehir, Napoli. I mean, that is a rough run. That is a rough run. Champions League qualification is on the line here. We are 4 points clear of Brighton. If we beat Aston Villa here, going into the Brighton game, we are guaranteed top 4. Which guarantees us Champions League football for another season. Well, maybe we can go a little bit better than the quarterfinals this time, the last 16 this time. Boston River reserves, absolutely nada. We will be looking to spend big on the goalkeeper. Who's dropped a 10? It's Metin as well. Is he starting to develop now? This is the thing. Metin Yildiz is starting to develop now. This is where he is actually now starting to develop. And I don't know whether I want to, like, whether it's worth keeping him around at 22. But, right, Aston Villa away. Leicester have beaten Wolves. Man United are only 3 points clear. If Man United lose to West Ham here, the title would go down to the final day. But basically, Chelsea need United to slip up in both games, given the goal difference swing. But for us, a win here will guarantee us Champions League qualification, which is the only thing that is on our mind. There is nothing else that we are interested in at all. Champions League qualification is our aim. Villa away is the game. Obviously, one of Villa's key players this season is on loan to them from us. Which is good news because it means that we don't have to play him. Here is Max. Into Mbeda Magi. João Neves has lost out to Passati, which is not ideal, but can we win it back? We're pressing them high. They've walked it out nicely to this left-hand side. Reggie, you probably could have won that back there. Tobia, oh, we've just dived in and gone all out of position. But he's offside, so...
Lino! You've got to fucking see that!
Lino! Anytime I see a disallowed goal now, even in like IRL football, I just instantly think that sounds played. I can't. It's like a reflex thing now for me. Mbeda Magi, Batera, Max, Batera again, Capdeville, Batera once more. He's heavily involved in this play. Ayats, that's a lovely ball to Reggie McGahey. He finds a cross. João Neves, oh, it's blocked. That's a great block as well. Had to get out there and block it too. Have Belgium lost? That is not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to load up steam. Corner's whipped in. Header at the back stick. Carlos Alberto Martin scores from the corner. And Scunthorpe lead at Villa Park. And Slovakia are still holding on for what would be a famous win for them. And right now, this win, if Spurs don't beat Leeds, this guarantees us third going into the final day. Knowing that if Chelsea lose their last 2 games, we could still actually finish second in the Premier League. Hair in the back of my, like, teeth there. That was really weird. Max with a corner. Corner, header, Penrith. We seem to think so, right? Have we sorted out our penalty takers? No, Garrido is still the penalty taker. Joseph, you know what to do, my guy. You are the main man on penalties now. Mbeda Magi to give us a 2-0 lead before half-time. And the £250 million man doesn't disappoint. His 18th goal of the season from left wing is very much needed. Things seem to be improving, Chuck. Oh. Do you know what? We're not even dealing with anything. We've messed up that team talk, but yes, we are as it stands a guaranteed third place in the Premier League. So things are definitely looking on. Oh no, okay. So Spurs have scored, which means that we're gonna have to wait till the final day to guarantee thingy. Right, Max off for Sass, Mariotti in for Neves. I feel like next season I'm gonna switch those two back around, and I'm gonna get Max improving his finishing. Right, and then Mbeda Magi is knackered. Bengo is his name. I can come on, and we'll bring Sales Neri on for Garrido. City are beating Palace 6-1. Spurs are still beating Leeds, but it's not the end of the world. Not unless we start to concede here. Francisco's corner whipped in, headed up but not away. Quite a shot wide of the mark. Metin happy to see that one not go in the back of his net. Rodriguez down to Reggie McGahey, into Mariotti, who cuts inside and finds Goldborg, who's got some space to find Sass, who finds Azia Bengochea, and he should probably do better there. Callum, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Right, win the header. We have done. Selsneri can't get there, though. Moreno. Back to Jorgensen for Villa. In the between the sticks. He's gone long. Goldborg's won the header, but it's not found a teammate. Not ideal. And Villa have possession. Can we nip in and win it? We can't, because Lamar's going to get there ahead of Batera. Back to Moreno. This feels like Villa goal written all over it. It just felt like a goal.
Emotional damage.
And now we play the run the clock down game. Don't play out of defense. In transition, we slow the pace down. We don't do anything like that. We set our stall out to not concede another goal and not give it away in a tight area. We have more changes. We don't have any more subs to make. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good when we've got no subs left. Right, Bengo back down here. Reggie back down here. Goldborg's going to have to come in at centre-back for the time being. We're going to drop Sass back to here and Mariotti back to... No, we're going to drop... No, we are going to just play the two of them like this. Sass is going to be... Can he do a CM defender role? I mean, he can kind of. And then Mariotti... what is your defensive attributes? Not really any. Bengo, do you have more defensive attributes? No, Bengo has 2 tackling. Right, Mariotti is just going to be then we're gonna bring Sass back to here, Mariotti back to here. We're gonna make Mariotti a volante. And we're gonna make Sass a DLP a DLP defend. With the wingers back here, drop to balanced. And thoroughly hope that we can waste time. Capdeville could be out for the FA Cup final as well. This is also an issue. We do have Veneri that will slot in. We're hoping it's not too serious, as we have one which guarantees us top 4. Champions League football comes to Scunthorpe next season. Cheers to that, everybody. Cheers to that. Hello, Mike. How are you? How is things? Well, welcome. Well, it's been a while since you've been at Scunny. How long are you out for? 3 to 4 weeks means he misses the cup final, doesn't it? Yeah, inject. Oh, glad to see bots come in again still. Board, that cannot be right, given that we've just fucking qualified for the Champions League. And you're only giving us 25 million. Okay, things are okay. Bots no, they're not okay. No, they are not. But yeah, so Spurs winning means that There, did Chelsea not play yet? No, they played on the Sunday. Tottenham have also booked their Champions League ticket. So the top four is guaranteed even if we hadn't have won because Brighton have lost to Everton, which means going into our game against Brighton, we can kind of rest people. But yeah, also, Mike, is this cause for... Should this have been cause for save deletion? I'll get it from the SI man himself. Should the save have been deleted after the 29-30? Do you know the even worst thing is, Mike? Ange has done it all. Big Ange Postecoglou has won everything at Spurs other than the Champions League. But in Spursy fashion, he has lost 2 Champions League finals, both to Real Madrid. So, like... swings and roundabouts, but he has won every other trophy possible. Yeah, the Spurs haven't won the Champions League. That is the new aim for the save: win the Champions League before Spurs. Also, Mike, just because funny, I might have signed a player from Chelsea for 250 million. He might be this good. But I feel like I took a leaf out of your book with the guy for Depor. But yeah, so this is, he can't jump. That's his only issue. He's also got Chad's second nationality, which I love. Yeah, probably. The finances might also be the reason why, Mike. Like that might be. Or should we look at that? When we signed him, we definitely committed to bankrupting the club. Well, we spent 200. So that 250 million pound. So this is literally after we've had a takeover as well, Mike. We had what? We had a takeover that was gonna plump money into the stock market when Landmarks. Where is it? So yeah. Floated on stock exchange. We had a takeover this time last year. We did have a failed tycoon bid the year before, and I cried. But yeah. So that is after we've had that was after we had like a £1 billion takeover. Our estimated value is 2 billion. The owner loves the club, and I'm going to try and force him to leave. But whilst the club's being floated on the stock market, it's probably not really going to happen. But yes, the club finances could have been better. But yeah, in Beta Magi's Mike, just because funny to show you. This is, where is he? This is how much we don't ever plan on selling him, which is why we agreed to the 35% sell-on fee. But yeah, this is how we are paying Chelsea. And Beda Magi is how I've been pronouncing it. It's probably not how you pronounce it, but that's the way I've been pronouncing it anyway. Maybe I'll get a print with him, so you can then have to keep typing his name. We have taken a leaf out of Chelsea's book there. Todd Bowley simulator. Pedro Rodriguez gets himself now 96 grand a week as a backup right back. Because of course he does, but he has got the potential to be an incredible player for us. He's also 6'2". He could be a very good centre back. He could be a very, very good centre back. He's not a centre back. He's a right back, but you know, he could be. But yeah, so we Chelsea have won, which means second is now long. Basically, we just need to win against Brighton on the final day to secure third, which would be our highest ever league finish again. But considering we are now like the third best team in the league, is there also, Mike, just because you might not have seen this. Did they win the league? They did in the end win the league, but Liverpool got relegated. I definitely didn't make that happen at all. No, definitely. So Klopp left here. Klopp left there, and then this has been post Klopp. Their managers have looked like this. So Klopp left to go to Real Madrid. They then got Simone Inzaghi, who lasted less than a year. Scaloni then lasted less than a year. Simeone lasted just about a year. Pimienta lasted 2 years. Niestrup lasted just under a year before he got sacked, and then Mousinho took them down. And then Alexander Blessing is now their new manager, who is currently the manager of Union St. Gallois in Belgium. And he's been the one to take them back to the Premier League at the first time of asking with a 100-point season. But yeah, so Liverpool went down and have had some, like, they do have a really good squad though still. Like they for the Championship they do. Like, I reckon they probably got a mid-table Premier League side and got relegated. We definitely didn't save Scum the last day of the season to make it happen though. So that there's, and there in my Discord, Mike, there is that save file. They managed to make the FA Cup final. That same season and lost to Spurs last season. So Spurs are the defending FA Cup champions, and we basically have our first FA Cup final in the save, against Southampton. So we are gonna full match it. But yeah, you are still here, Mike, as well. You are part of the loan farm, but you are still here. I don't know where you are currently, I think, at Northampton. You'd like to get around. I won't tell Chloe that one. I think you're at Northampton. Yeah, there you are. You are. We signed you from Barnet on a free, in 2032. And then you've been on loan to Chester, Salford, and Northampton for the last 3 seasons. I mean, you didn't play a single game for them last season, but I played 36 times for them this season, in the league, averaging a 6.65. You have 1 goal and 0 assists in all comps. And it was a penalty. You scored a pen, Mike. That's the... As long as you do return, you have your contract expired. You signed yourself a new $5,500 a week deal. So that is where you're at. So you're still on the wage bill. You're still on the wage book. You are joined by Millie, who is also at the club. He's on loan at Swansea. And you've also got Dave Azzopardi with you as well. So but Dave's still at the club. Dave, I don't think I've ever seen Dave be anything other than an average fullback for like a National League side. Probably not even that. Dave is 26, still at the club. He came through at Chelsea, which is interesting, and then we signed him on a free when we could, and he's only had 1 loan. Peterborough Sports are the only team that was brave enough to loan him. We've had him on the loan list every season, and he just hasn't had any bids. So yeah, do you have any players? Absolutely not. Maximiliano, you're not too bad, but you don't really fit our system. You could be, but you're going to be expensive because you're at Real Madrid. Guy from Norgeland. I could see complete forward in this guy's future. I could. Not with 6 heading, maybe, or 19 work, but we could work on that. He's wanted by 11 clubs. That is a lot of clubs interested in him. He's a cheap boy as well. Do we make the early bid? What would he want? He would want squad player, but we could maybe see about that. Release clause of 9 million. Do we want to bid his release clause, or do we'll do the old fashioned FM little sneaky, where if you remove this, and this, suggest. Okay, they're not gonna play ball with that one. Hello, Volante FM. Hope you're doing well. They're not gonna do the old sneaky. So we'll throw in a cheeky, and it's gonna be very cheeky because it's gonna be FM at its finest. We're gonna throw a 5 mil bid in like that and see if they accept or not. Elvis Gomez, unfortunately, you're no longer good enough for the shortlist. Doing very well. Hope you're doing well too. Borry would be a decent-ish. I mean, he's a very good shadow striker. Finish your GCSEs on Friday? Well, now is the time to chill and relax and enjoy yourself. It's a long summer. Watching the Euros, yes. Speaking of the Euros, England yesterday, it was as bad as an abject performance as I was expecting. I mean, I'd love to sign Fella U back, FM. I really would. He's incredible. We had him for a year, and I wish we had him for a little bit longer. I mean, we could sign Gav. Score and retreat the Southgate way. Exactly. I mean, Carlos Alberto Martin, my goodness me. My guy. You are incredible. How are you not how are you not in the media dream 11? Like, doing a Spurs save, sold Kane, but have a bid from Saudi for Son. Who did you sell Kane to? Did you do your world? I mean, my goodness me, you are incredible. My goodness gracious me. Carlos Alberto Martin, you are your world. You are incredible. Mike, I think I have the best 2 centre-backs in the league. For 130... Oh, I'd take 130 million for Heung-min Son. What am I... give me 2 secs, chat. There we go. Right, we're back. That was my father thanking me for his Father's Day card. It arrived a day late because, postage. They've rejected that. Right, let's do. We'll just be cheeky then. 3 and 3. They feel like they can get a bigger offer. Look, we will decide that one. Gianfi's out injured. Shock. It's not really a shock. He's been sat in the under-21s all season. Do our under-21 have our under-21s actually won the thing yet? Are they've got 2 days before their final against Bristol City. That's their first team. Under-21 squad. Yeah, Scunthorpe, the Champions Playoff final. How's results been? Got bored and went to Morrison's. I'm sorry, are you saying you got bored? You got bored of Scunthorpe? You mean the Scunthorpe that have been flying and have beaten Arsenal 2-1, United and Villa 2-1, and have got Brighton and have already confirmed Champions League football for next season? You was only lurking. I know you was, Gav. I know you lurk. I know you lurk. But yeah, yeah, we've guaranteed Champions League. We've got the Brighton game where we can guarantee third. Who's been transfer listed? Maybe. They want his release fee. They want his release fee. Now, is his 9 mil release fee worth it? I mean, it could be. It could be. We will. Yes, okay, Gav's. Even though we've only got 24 million to spend this season, well, 25 mil to spend this summer. I mean, we will probably sell people. So that's fair. We will. I mean, yes. Gav has spoken. Anybody then? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He has the same interest in joining Man United. Imagine this. Less interest in joining Arsenal. Right, we're gonna get rid of that one. We'll send you on the intensive language course. We're just gonna make you a breakthrough prospect. Okay, he's locked that one in 2 years' time. We'll remove the fringe player one then. That's fine. Must be an idiot. It's just that Scunthorpe are massive, Mike. That's what it is. He wants 6. I'm sorry. Can we get you on 60, mate? Come on. I mean, he's agreed 60. Cool. I agreed that 69 mil deal to Barca now. You now have 308 million budget in the championship. That's incredible. How have you not like how are you not spending 300 million in the championship? Senior squad, absolutely nobody. Like, I mean, I guess nobody really wants to join you, do they? That's probably why. Because you are in the it's worth buying, yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Darvic wins there. It's the Oh, it's finally happening. We're gonna move into our new stadium next season. I forgot this was I thought it was later. We will obviously have a sellout, but it's our final match at Glanford Park. We need some 07s for we need some. Sean's Roses at Spurs is all right. Yeah. It's a farewell to Glanford Park. We need to sign off with a win. We will see Nas 7. We will salute Glanford Park. Our under-21s have won the league. Oh yeah. It's the Professional Development League. I don't think that's the yeah. I feel like we actually might now have our under-21s in the Premier League too. Because Peterborough under-21s would have, I think, been in the league this season. Maybe not. I feel like they would have been, but yeah, we have won the league, so good for them. They've won a Papa John's trophy and now the league. Up the under-21s.
Shalom.
Scott FM, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Man United can win the league. For their second year in a row. If they avoid defeat, they will win the league, basically, on the final day. That is for certain. Whereas we are out to secure third. Anything given the tightness of goal difference, we actually need to win to guarantee third. We're not going to play Capdeville for this game. He's going to get injections to prepare him for the cup final. He has a fairly strong left foot, so he can comfortably go and play on the left and bring Janssens onto the bench. All good, mate. Just starting your second season with Kilmarnock. How did the first season go? How did the first season go? Like, Vaneri's a absolutely capable centre-back. Like, he's very much capable. Those physicals, 6'3", like, he's absolutely capable of playing and starting for us. He's happy with squad player. So, we're not too concerned. Right. Brighton will hope that, obviously, 5th is still there. It's the last ever match at Glanford Park before we move to pastures new. Vaneri is amazing, yeah. We signed him in January, Gav. We signed him in January for 108 million. And perfection, like, he agreed a squad player deal from Real Madrid. And so he's our, like, main... Why the hell am I in the championship? I'd kill for it. Yeah, we agree. We agreed. Because I think he was like I think he was asking to leave Real Madrid. But yeah. Yeah, we actually had him. Oh, that's right. I forget about that. I've completely forgot that we had him on loan from Spurs for a year. That makes a lot more sense as to why he was willing to rejoin us, I think, as a squad player. That's kind of bad of me. That is quite bad. Yeah, Brighton are guaranteed 5th under any circumstances. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought so. Moreira into Kamari. Can we stop the cross, please, lads? We haven't stopped the cross. We haven't stopped the goal. We're 1-0 down in the last ever game. But felt a little annoying because I was in European and just missed out. 2 semi-finals too. Ooh. Yeah, that's not ideal. Right. This is not... You pay him whatever he wants as well. Can we, like... Get our acts together, lads. Emotional damage. Can we, like, actually, like, get a grip? The condensation off of this cider right now is mental. You want 1 meal a week? Done. Is this what you've been missing? 2 down in 15 minutes? No, this is the sweet left bottle effect, Mike. And Spurs go above us because I'm guessing winning on the final. Yeah, they're beating Palace. So this is not good news. Well, we have not played well. That is safe to say. The arms are being thrashed. You're letting yourself down. João Neves is coming off. Mariotti on. Yeah, Liverpool won the league with 100 points. Won it by 7 to Bournemouth. Goldborg off for Alex Scott. And that will do for now. 2 halftime changes. Yeah, you won. Yeah, Liverpool won the league with 100 points. Target set, yeah. The Liverpool manager in this save, Gav, is the Union St. Galloway manager in real life. Max. The SLF bottle. Mbeda Magi into Max. Garrido! There's one back. Up for pissing Wilstone. Has everyone just kept playing FM? I have, yeah. Because I actually thoroughly am enjoying the save. Right, Palace are winning. Spurs are beating Palace 2-0. So we need to still pull our fingers out of our backsides a little bit. And Beda, you've played today. And same with you, Reggie. Let's change the wide players up. We'll leave that one final sub for a little bit later. We might go a little bit more aggressive in our attacking play as well. Yeah, probably now is the time to just step this up and hit the early crosses. No, not shoot on sight, Sean. Hit the early crosses. And it's now 3-0 to Spurs. So are we going to bottle fourth? And you get Arsenal away, rip. Murillo into Edwards. Can we force the pressure into a mistake? Oh, we forced it back to Philippe Gabriel. Gonzalez. Spetch. Moreira. This is nice play from Brighton. We've been carved open a little bit too easily here. Kirkes, and it's tipped behind from Metin Yildiz. Right, Max is absolutely knackered. Let's bring Sass on, because Sassa's scored a couple of key goals at key times for us. Right, here is the type of highlight we want, where it starts in their back line and we can make them force them into a mistake. We haven't here. Edwards. He's just been allowed to run. Why have we not put a tackle in? Kirkes has headed over. Right, okay. Well, we're moving players on. We're putting the wing backs onto attack to get them further up the pitch as well. Very attacking too. We've got 8 minutes plus added time. You're back at Tunbridge. Demand more. A goal is... We need 2 goals. It's not going to be enough. We're going to lose the last ever game at our home ground. That is a shame. And it's not ideal ahead of the FA Cup final. Last week you was playing Selikao, which is like a... Okay. Oh. Well, we will wait to think. Reggie McGahey lost to his former side. Not ideal. It doesn't matter. The main aim for us this season was Champions League qualification, which we have got. And then he's been rested. We've received 32 million for finishing 4th in the league. At the racecourse. Right. Southampton is next. The FA Cup final is next. Lads, squad, go and take 3 days off. Take 3 days, rest, recover, recuperate, focus on yourselves, keep yourselves relaxed. If you get injured in the week leading up to this is your own fault. It's your own fault. Lucas Castro can go onto the short list because he is 4-star. But yeah, right. We've got the big match preparation up. Wembley awaits. A domestic double could be on the cards. Domestic cup double could be on the cards. Our number of 4 draws was a record low. He couldn't stop Fleetwood from getting relegated from League 2. Rip Bozo to him. Flint wins the Football Writer of the Year award. Still no Scunthorpe player to win that. And he's won this PFA Player of the Year. Salazar's won Young Player of the Year, though. So we've had a PFA Young Player of the Year winner. Which is nice. You never know what might come of it. Rodrigo Arenas, you are a wonder kid that you play in our under 21s like at the moment. You literally just signed a new deal. Gelson, I mean, I would sign you because you are incredible. As you're 20 years old, but Salazar I think is just as good, and we've got other priorities. We are now back into oh no, this is still Uruguay. It's just River Plate is also in Uruguay apparently. Do you have any decent players? You have a couple. To give a scouting report to. Why are you still on the shortlist, Noah? Get you off of that. Who wants you? Wolves and Marseille. You can't really pass, and you've not got the work rate to be a complete forward. Juan Jimenez can come off. He can stay on. He does have very, very... He would be a very good inside forward. 19 games played, 9 points clear of Sunderland. You'd love to see it. Man United did win the league. They won on the final day, which means Ruud van Nistelrooy's Manchester United have won their 24th Premier League or 24th top division. Yeah. So United are now on 24 league titles. In the history of the Premier League, the most successful. It's Liverpool that's still the next with 19, I believe. I think Arsenal are 14. Bournemouth did get relegated. Well, no, Bournemouth didn't get relegated. Bournemouth should be in the Championship. Bournemouth got relegated the season before. Unless in yours, Bournemouth didn't went up via the playoffs. That might be the thing. Yeah, Bournemouth might have gone up via the playoffs in yours. Yeah, but Bournemouth went up this season. Why are you on my shortlist? Oh, you're an old next gen. I'm guessing you're an old next gen as well. Blessed Pinto, what a name, yeah. That'll be why. Oakley Dodge. Who is Oakley Dodge? Sold him to Nodge. Interesting. Blessed Pinto showing up in a few searches. I mean, he's an old next gen winner. He's one of the old next gens that have come up throughout the save. Man United are chasing Goldberg deal. Carlos Alberto Martin. He doesn't. He feels it's not going to produce any more results. Right? Okay. As long as your jumping reach stays at 16, that's fine. Goldberg to Chelsea United. Goldberg is a hotly contested prospect that will require at least 150 million Great British pounds to prize him away from us. Unless my board get in and decide to there. Sandrinho's been listed. He can come off the shortlist. He's not good enough. Oh, that's an old next gen shortlist. That's why. Okay, so we keep him on the old next gen. That's. Yeah. Nas has won the under 21 player of the tournament. Goldberg is showing progress. You can't really there. River Plate reserves. Oh, there was one. There was one. Nicola Valley. Not Frankie Valley. Nicola Valley. You have that money spare, yeah? You're going to go for it, Gav. I mean, you do have the money spare. He's won the Europa League Golden Boot. Spanos has won the Europa League Young Player of the Season. Did Chelsea win the Europa League? Roma. So Benfica knocked out Chelsea. Wow. They knocked Chelsea out. That's incredible. After a 1-1 draw, Benfica won 2-0 at Stamford Bridge. Incredible. This is the goalkeeper we are looking to buy, probably buy in the summer. You have a strict no Scunthorpe rule, yeah. That is fair. This is going to be the goal. This is, if I look to upgrade Metin Yildiz, this is going to be the goalkeeper I go for in the summer. We will need to finance it, but like he is where I am looking. 6'2". The area, like everything is just incredible. How is he still at Benfica? I think Benfica, because Benfica have just won the Europa League. No, Roma won. Benfica just got to the Europa League final. Losing in extra time to Roma. But I think also, I don't know. Maybe it's the value because he is valued at like 100 million. And he came through their academy as well. To be fair, weirdest loan move ever. Weirdest loan move ever. Benfica to QPR in the Championship. But yeah, he has basically been a very I think I know my main transfer target this summer, and it's that goalkeeper. It will probably cost me keeping Metin Yildiz at the club, but Leilton, 6'4". I mean, that just sounds like a very Gav centre back. Is he from Palmeiras by any chance? This guy. He's fairly strong right-footed. He could do a job on the right side quite easily. I think he would be very comfortable on the right-hand side. Historic FA Cup final in our 137-year history. This is the first FA Cup final. 14 mil release clause, no-brainer, indeed. Indeed. It is not like you're struggling for the cash either. Right, we are getting close to FA Cup final day. The nerves are starting to kick in. Mariotti... No, we've got Anselm that can come on. If Mariotti is out injured, that is unfortunate. Football this week is on Fridays, no Mondays. Okay. Yeah, low bravery on a CB is not great. Aggression, you can kind of go... Like, Capdeville has 13. He's not got the best bravery, but, like, everything else about him just is world-class, so you kind of can't... He's fast as fuck, boy! And he's got the high bravery man next to him in Martin anyway, to make up for it. So... It's not like he is needed. That is saying Goldborg needs a rest still, which is not ideal. If I'd have known he needs a rest, I'd have rested him for longer. Wages to turnover. We actually have the lowest wages to turnover. I think that's actually... I think that's quite good, isn't it not? That we have, like, quite a low one on that. But here we are. Here it is. But why are we tired? Why are we tired like this? We the only change we are going to make, we are going to fill the full strength starting 11. Because it's Southampton, they have had a decent season. We are going to go with it. Capdeville will start, despite the fact he's getting injections for it. Southampton have been inconsistent. We lost our last game to Brighton, but that's it. And we are ready to go. The opposition instructions done. They are. We are up against Gabrielense, Southampton. And it is, of course, full match highlights. We are ready. Botera into Max. Come on. I mean that we know there's no early highlight because we would have started with a highlight before we changed from key. And Beda Magi into Garrido is dropped deep. Max is making a run forward. It's a good tackle, but we get a throw inside the first minute. I mean, an early goal would be quite nice. A nerve settler, if you would. I mean, that's a decent looking cross. It's headed behind. Early corner. We do have some big boys in here that will be willing to get on the end of corners. We can't get them with this one. Botera into Max. Capdeville. Ayats. It's a lovely run by Reggie McGahey. Arroyo is there, though, to early cut it out. But early on, we seem to be a little bit more in the ascendancy, and we've nipped in and won it back here. McGahey down the right now. Into Goldborg, towards Max. Neves, can we find the space? Garrido! It's a half chance. It's a half chance. It's a sighter. I mean, if they're going to look to play out from the back, we've got 4 players up there, hungry to press, just like this. Max, it's a good bit of defensive playing. Is that going to be an early yellow card here? No. I'm glad the referee's decided to keep his cards in his pocket there. The way he ran straight over to him, it looked like it was going to be a yellow, but referee decided against it. Jones into Lavia. Back to Jones. This is the first real time Southampton have had a bit of possession in our half, but we've won it back. Garrido, can we counter? Reggie McGahey springing forward. Oh, I don't know what that touch was, Reggie. I don't know what that touch was. Right, let's give an early little encourage in. As Bayer comes forward, and McGahey has tripped him up again. The referee is just telling him to keep his cool. Lavia into Dibbling. Out to Amo Iyar. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. We're just gonna call him Amo. It'll be easier for all of us. Arroyo. Amo. Back to Arroyo. Back to Amo. No foul. No shot. The shot is well wide. They are also pressing high up the pitch. But we can play out from the back quite nicely. Botera has found Mbeda Magi, who wins a good free kick for us. It's going to be Capdeville on the free kick. I'm not certain why it's going to be Capdeville on the free kick, but it's going to be Capdeville on the free kick. Max, Botera. That's a poor pass from a guy that's got 17 passing and like decent vision as well. Like, he's got 14 vision and 17 passing. That's not the kind of pass you want to be willing to make. As Capdeville blocks the shot. Right, now Goldborg's breaking. Garrido's held and wins a good free kick. 8 minutes into this cup final, and we're both sides are kind of feeling each other out. Both have had Southampton have had 2 shots. We've had 1. That's a great tackle by Andre Santos. Mercado. Ayats is there to read it nicely. And Mbeda Magi can't flick it onto anybody. And Southampton are starting to get getting a little bit of a foothold in this game. Bazunu, Andre Santos. Bazunu's gone long. We should comfortably pick that one up. Martin down comfortably. Into Botera. Now Goldborg. Mbeda Magi on the left. He beats his man. Can he find a cross maybe? He whips in a cross, but it's comfortable for Gavin Bazunu, who I'm surprised is still at Southampton after all these years. Martin then goes long. That long pass really wasn't necessary, I don't think, but we've won it back. Max, Mbeda Magi. Let's keep the ball a little bit, lads. Max now, getting down the left-hand side. Can he find a cross? Or can he find a pass? He can do neither, and the ball is just twatted out for a throw. It's not ideal, but we go with a throw-in. Goldborg, Botera, Mbeda Magi. He scored a hat-trick in the Carabao Cup final. He nearly added to his Wembley tally there. Also scored in the semi-final, so he's looking for 3 consecutive Wembley goal-scoring trips. But that is played long. We win it back. Mbeda Magi now. Is he going to get down the outside? He's used Botera, Goldborg, Max. Into Capdeville. Max once more. And Beda Magi had made a nice run, but Max wouldn't have been able to really see him. Martin. Uses Metin Yildiz. Capdeville, Max. Capdeville, Goldborg, Max. And Beda Magi. We're playing this around nicely. Just keep the ball, lads. If we can't find the way forward, keep the ball. There we've worked our way forward, and McGahey has won us a corner. With 12 minutes on the clock, Max with the corner. It's backstick. It's to Beda Magi. It's never gonna win a header there. Goldborg. Capdeville, Ajax. It's a lovely ball though. McGahey, can he find a cross? He can, and Seanasea! A hat-trick for him in the semi-final. He adds to his FA Cup tally in the final. He gets across the near post, and Reggie McGahey, the former Brighton man, deals a massive blow to his former South Coast rivals. And it's an early Scunthorpe lead. That is what we like to see. Let's praise the lads. We'll give them the praise. That is the first shot on target of this FA Cup final. Now we need to focus and stay switched on. Match fixing? What do you mean match fixing, Gav? What do you mean match fixing? Coyote, Botera wins the header, and it's an offside anyway on Dibbling. Capdeville into Botera. Garrido, the captain of Scunthorpe United, could be on his way to winning the second trophy as captain. Dibbling, can Botera win that? He can. And Beda Magi, who was his Wembley heroics in the cup final, as we mentioned earlier. But can we now find a second? Botera's coming forward. He finds a cross. McGahey back across, and it's cleared away. But it'll come back at Southampton. McGahey across. Oh, that was nearly there. But we will have a corner. And Beda Magi looks to the edge of the box. It's back to him. He's offside, I think, surely. He's not. We've worked it nicely then. Ajax from distance, and it's over the bar. Feel like official play evaluations need a massive do-over in FM. In what way? Because I agree with you, but I don't know how to realistically work it around so that play evaluations are more as they should be. If that makes sense. With plenty of room to grow, yeah. That probably should be different, yeah. Reggie McGahey into Goldborg. João Neves, the goal scorer. Ajax, that's a lovely ball. And Beda Magi, oh, but he's offside anyway. He is offside. But after 18 minutes here at Wembley, it is João Neves' goal that is the difference. Bazunu now for Southampton. Can we press? Can we find a difference? A tackle, something to dispossess Southampton, because it's out to Coyote on the right. That heavy touch allows Max in to win it back. Goldborg from Botera, back to Metin, sensible to keep possession. Martin, I won't accept a mere 160k. Yeah, you're not going to, are you? You're going to accept that more towards the million to 2 million mark, where you're actually going to be, it's actually going to make a benefit to you. Martin, Capdeville, Botera, Capdeville again, Max finding some space in midfield. I like the way this formation sets up in a way of it being like, because of the inverted wing backs, the centre mid on attack on the left side kind of presses up a little bit. And then you have that sort of 2-3-2-3 in a way. João Neves. McGahey's got space. He's offside. Full Mozambique, a speedy dribbling winger. You'd love a speedy dribbling winger. Everybody loves a speedy dribbling winger. Right. McGahey, can he beat his man? Can he find a cross? He can. Out comes Bazunu, and it's comfortable for the Southampton keeper. I don't really... it's not... I don't not feel like there's still... At 1-0, you can't feel comfortable. I'm not selling him to Prem Sunderland for 160k.
Shalom,
No, absolutely
shalom.
not. Dynamo87, thank you very much for the follow. I do appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. As Patera clears, you join us as we're in our first ever FA Cup final. We play Southampton, who knocked out Premier League champions Manchester United in the semis. So it's not an easy game, but we've got an early goal through João Neves. And yes, we are playing this on full match. Fuck them indeed. Fuck Sunderland indeed. Mercado's drove forward. Capdevil's forced him wide and then pinched it off his toes. That's brilliant defending. Goldborg. McGahey's got space on this right-hand side to run into. He's being chased down by Andre Santos, who's done well for Southampton, but they can't really get out. And that goal kick forward is flicked out for a Scunthorpe throw. 22 on the clock. Trying to mentally from Download Fest. How? Oh, 4 a.m. for work. I've got a 5 a.m. wake up for work tomorrow. So not quite as early as you, but yeah, I didn't have the Download Fest before. That will be a lot of fun to recover from, I'm sure. But how was Download Festival anyway? Max, oh, could Garrido have been the right pass there? Could Garrido have been the right pass there? Maybe. Mercado into Coyote. I think our 4-2-3-1, where we're overloading the midfield as well with the inverted wing backs, is really nullifying their 4-4-2. They can't really break and build out at all. And having those extra men inside is allowing us with a bit more options in possession. It's your 5th time going. First time in the wet, though. Mud was crazy, yeah. I can imagine it was a very, very wet weekend. Mercado. Capdeville has ushered the ball out of play for a throw. We're not gonna make any shouts just yet because there's not really been much either way in terms of us creating a load of chances or them creating a load of chances. Kind of nullifying each other's threats as Garrido loses out, but Neves picks up the loose ball. But Ammo is there, back for Southampton to win it. That's a mistake, though. Can Garrido get there? Oh, Bazunu just got there ahead of him. That would have been nice. Bazunu goes long. We've got to win that, and Capdeville does. Goldborg into Ajax. Neves. McGahey wins us a throw. 26 minutes. And it's still Scunthorpe 1, Southampton 0. João Neves' goal, the difference. Reggie McGahey. Oh, it's a great save from Bazunu. That's the best chance since the goal. And Badamaji's corner. And then it's a good header one from the corner. Should probably do better from that corner, to be honest, once he gets his head to it. Jones, Andre Santos. Can we force them back? Dibbling. Capdeville reads it again. Capdeville and Martin are just solid at the back, and they're reading everything nice and easy. As McGahey finds the cross, Max is the one that made the bomb on forward from midfield. But his header, again, off target. We're creating a couple more chances now as Southampton are starting to maybe think about having to go a little bit more aggressive in their attacking play. McGahey in. Garrido can't get there. And then Badamaji lets it go for a corner. They're still in their 4-4-2. Nothing as of yet from our ass man. As Badamaji's corner is whipped in. Oh, that's a great save. That's a big chance for a 2-0 lead. It's Max from the other side with the corner. Backstick again. Headed up. Martin takes it down in the penalty area. Can he find a ball in? He can't. And now Southampton come away with it. And are then giving it away. We're penning them in here. We are now going to drop a little bit of praise as we are starting to pick up and create a good couple of opportunities. Ajax has found some space. Reggie McGahey. He beats his man down the outside, but Arroyo is back to win it back. But that is not a great goal clear from from Bazunu. And now we come forward again. Butera, McGahee's in behind. It's cleared away. And Neves can't pick up the pieces. We're getting closer. We are itching closer to that second goal. Well, that's not a great pass, though, from Martin. Bayer's coming forward with it. But Butera's there to bail him out a little bit. We can't afford to rest on our laurels just yet. Dibbling into Ammo, and we can't rest on our laurels. Is it offside? It's not. It is 1-1 in the FA Cup final.
Damage.
It's nice build-up play from Southampton. Dibbling into Andre Santos, into Ammo, and he beats Metin Yildiz, who probably doesn't cover himself in the most amount of glory. And from feeling sort of steady and looking like the team to most likely score the second goal, it's come against a little bit of the run of play, but Southampton have their equaliser. We did kind of have the similar thing like this in our Europa League final, which we lost, and Coyote's come forward, and now they've scored. They're going to be up for this. It's their first shot on target of the game as well. The corner's whipped in. Capdeville heads away, and Ayat's further forward, but the goal scorer Ammo finds Arroyo. Now there's a little bit of a confidence and a pep into the passing and the step of Southampton, but that pass won't do anything to help them out. We need a spark. We need something. Garrido, can he be the man to provide it? Not with a pass like that inside, with a free kick given away as well, and a yellow card for the captain. The one thing that FM doesn't do is if the physio comes onto the pitch, the player doesn't come off the pitch. I've noticed that a lot. I've noticed that a fair few times this year, actually. Which is actually in the laws of the game. Goldborg, McGahee, Ayats. McGahee, into João Neves, Goldborg. Butera. Garrido's dropped deep. Max, can he find the pass out? No, he can't. But Neves will win the loose ball. Garrido, Ayats, João Neves, McGahee. Can it find to Garrido? He can't. And Southampton scramble it away. Arroyo into Pirola. And Southampton have played this nicely out from the back. They've looked for the long ball over the top, but Butera is there to read it. Capdeville, Butera, into Mbeda Magi. Can he beat his man down the outside? Coyote has kind of kept Mbeda Magi at arm's length in this game and kept him from really being dangerous, which is not ideal for us, but there is still a long time left in this game. That's a decent looking ball, but McGahee can't get on the end of it. Southampton are quite happy to pump forward, and Martin has misread that, and it's a shot that's forced to save from Metin. That comes from a misread from Alberto Martin, who's not covering himself in a load of glory in this game, but the corner is headed away. Dibbling back to the edge of the area, and the strike, and Southampton are turning around.
Emotional damage.
Oh dear. That is not ideal. We're berated. I want to see a marked improvement. Mbeda Magi's lost out. It's played long by Bazuna. We got to win that. Butera has, but that's a poor header. That's just gifted Southampton back possession in a higher up at the pitch. Jones. Back to Bazunu. Into Jones. Coyote. We're not in a good spot right now. Dibbling comes forward into Coyote. Oh. Bayer, and that's a foul by João Neves, and that could be a second yellow card of the game. No, he's just going to get a talking to. But yeah, Martin's on a 6.3. Like, our defense haven't covered themselves in a lot of glory in this game. Garrido and Mbeda Magi, two big important players for us, not having their best games. I know Garrido doesn't like big matches. Might be something to think about with him. Right, Max has won the tackle, but again, it falls to Southampton. They've, since going behind, have possibly had the slightly better of it. Well, since equalising, they definitely have. And Ajax has fouled him there, and that is a free kick to Southampton. 5 minutes to go in the first half, plus whatever is added on. We are a goal behind after being a goal in front. Was hoping that the first goal would just allow us to build and go for it. And then we had a few chances afterwards, which we didn't take. They've scored 2 off a 0.7 XG. We've scored 1 off a 1.2. So we've created the chances, just haven't taken them. Which can kind of sum us up sometimes. McGahey. Martin. McGahey. He can get down the outside. Can he find a cross? He can find a cross. And Mbeda Magi was waiting for it at the back stick. It's not fallen for him. Max has passed it out. But we'll work it again. It was good from McGahey again. He's been playing well down this right-hand side. A lot of our success has come down that right-hand side. Capdeville, Martin, Ajax, Martin, McGahey. Into Goldborg. Martin. Can we build something before half-time? Batera. Into Max. Oh, that's not good from Max, but he's done well to put a tackle in. But it's going to be a Southampton throw-in. Doesn't look like anything's going to come for us before half-time. But maybe we can find something. If McGahey can beat his man. He's got support inside. But he's going to go down the outside and fire in a cross that's then straight into the gloves of Gavin Bazunu. And that so far has kind of summed up the way this first half has gone. That last little bit of end product just letting us down. But Ajax is not going to get there. But we've won it back anyway. I mean, Garrido cannot get there. It was fizzed in towards him, but it just wasn't the most accurate from McGahey. Right, Max, Batera, Capdeville, Goldborg. We move it across nicely around the back. It's just getting it in from midfield into the attack and then into a threatening position that right now, since the goal, hasn't really reared its head since. Lavia into Jones. Lavia. That's a nice play from Southampton, and Capdeville was just kind of clotheslined in there. As we head into 2 added minutes at the end of the first half. It's not looking like it's going to come for us. Dibbling. Oh. Coyote over the free kick. A minute left of the first half. Capdeville does hook that away. Maybe could have let that run out for a goal kick. But McGahey has now got the possession. Can we maybe find one more chance before the end of the first half? Or is this going to peter out into a 2-1 deficit at half-time? As Lavia should be booked for that and is booked for that. Garrido stayed down. Why are you anxious? You're nervous. Goldborg is anxious. Martin is furious. We're gonna need to give them the boost, the break, because it's played into Ajax. Unless we can get something here, no. It is Southampton who lead at half-time in the FA Cup. This is a very much carbon copy of the game against Galatasaray. But chat, I am going to have a quick halftime break. Don't go anywhere, because when we are back within the next 5 minutes, we are going to be continuing the second half of this FA Cup final, where we need a big comeback. Don't go anywhere. Grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack, but make certain you're back here next 5 minutes. We are back. Let the music play for hopefully a second half where we can actually come back into this game. Right. Who's not played well? Just right now, Ajax, and so basically our right side of the fence hasn't had the best of halves. We're going to keep it as it is for now. We're going to give it 10-15 minutes in the second half just to see how things go and then build from there. But we do need a much better improvement in the second half. We're going to encourage straight off the bat just to try and see if a bit of encouragement will help us. Max into Garrido. Out to Mbeda Magi, who's been a little bit quiet himself in that first half. Coyote has kind of kept him quiet. But Botero across Garrido trying to get there, headed away. Goldborg from distance, shot deflected for a corner. Can we get a corner goal from here? Max with it. It's backstick. Martin trying to get there. Has found Goldborg. And he drills one back in! And that's exactly the response we wanted. Welcome in, Ixie. Hope you're doing well. You arrived just as we equalise in the FA Cup final. It is the final, yes. That is a massive moment. Goldborg, who is wanted by a load of clubs in the summer, has just brought us level. Right, encourage again. Ajax has done well to hold him up. He has done it. Goldborg into McGahey. Can he find a pass? He's dribbled brilliantly here. Can he find a pass? Or is he going to go all the way? Oh, that is beyond it. That is absolutely magnificent from Reggie McGahey. One of the bright sparks of the first half. He has absolutely just dribbled in around about 4 Southampton players and fired it into the corner past Bazunu. And from 2-1 down at half-time, in the space of 3 minutes, Scunthorpe find themselves ahead. Massive, massive moments in this cup final. Bayer's coming forward, and McGahey's there to win it back. Jones, will this awaken Southampton, or will this just be the start of us putting in the performances we know we can do? Jones, Andre Santos, Max has won it back nicely. He's looked for Mbeda Magi down the line, but it's not the best of passes. Right, Martin had time to take that down there. Goldborg has bailed him out. Martin is not having the best of games. McGahey has fired in an early cross, and Max is there and probably should do better with the header. Should probably do better, but I mean, Ajax has done brilliantly to win that back. McGahey's in. Oh, it's a corner. It's a corner. We scored our equaliser. We're full match. We're full match, Ixie. Max corner, Martin. Oh, that's a wonderful save from Bazunu. That could have easily been 4-2. And Mbeda Magi's cross isn't the best. He gets it back and he is offside. With the first final for every tournament, domestically we do full match, and then every European final we do full match. Arroyo into Pirola, back to Arroyo. Now Amo, who's equaliser. Oh, Callie!
It doesn't happen to every guy, and it is a big deal.
It's a massive big deal. Caligo, thank you very much for the raid. Hope your stream was good. Welcome to the FA Cup final. If you're not following Caligo Morningstar, click the heart at the top of the chat and drop their stream a follow as Capdeville heads just over. He was offside though from the free kick. But, welcome, for those of you that are coming from the raid, I am Sean. We are managing Scunthorpe. This is the 13th season of this save. This is the FA Cup final. I think Ajax might be getting himself into the book here. Yes, he is. That possibly will mean Ajax is off sooner rather than later. Batera is also looking a little bit... There are a few people that are already starting to look a little bit tired on the legs. But Ammo coming inside. He's got Coyote in a lot of space on the right. The cross is whipped in. We've somehow managed to scramble that one away. And Reggie McGahey will bring it forward. He's beaten his man. This is a brilliant run forward from him. Can he find the cross? He can, but it's cleared away. And we will recycle possession. Could we just beat a Prem team? I mean, very nice indeed. It was going good, but extending the family around, so had to end stream. Too much noise. That is fair enough. I'm glad to hear it was good, though. Red McGahey. Right, keep possession, mate. Ajax. Martin. We are playing this FA Cup final in full match for those that have come from the raid. Batera, Max. Mbeda Maggi has kept it in. Max, Garrido, Ajax, João Neves. Oh, McGahey had made a run that could have maybe found him in space in the box. But he has it here anyway. He's been causing all sorts of problems down that right. And we've got ourselves a corner. You forgot who you drew. Interesting. Mbeda Magi's corner whipped in. It's headed away. But Goldberger's got some space and it's in! It's João Neves! And it's Scunthorpe 4, Southampton 2. It's been the perfect response in the second half. Goldberg's shot. It deflects off of João Neves, past Gavin Bazunu. Keeping the legend of Esposito going. You got to keep the Esposito legend going. And Martin's there to beat Bayer to it. João Neves, Garrido. Neves has himself a brace in the FA Cup final. Could he get himself 2 hat-tricks at Wembley? Could we have 3 Wembley hat-tricks in a season? As Neves finds McGahey into the penalty area. That's an excellent challenge to deny McGahey the ball in. This season 9 for Espo. 9 games, 1 sub, 15. I mean, he's absolutely loving life there, isn't he? Being 1 yellow away from suspension, this man means nothing to us. As Metin tips behind the shot for a corner. The only reason we will take Batera off right now is because he's looking rather leggy. Both of our fullbacks are. It's a corner to Southampton. They need a miracle. Well, they need to come back again in this FA Cup final. But Max has got that. The Brazilian we signed from Porto in January, driving forward with it, has lost out. But Andre Santos finds Pirola. Arroyo. Can we force a mistake? A 5th goal, and you would think this cup final is done. And there's the mistake, and it's Garrido! It's the captain, leader, legend.
Had a look, had a hit! Oh! Captain Fantastic!
Captain Fantastic. Makes it Scunthorpe 5, Southampton 2 at Wembley. That is 14 goals in 3 games at Wembley this season. Against Chelsea, Forest and now Southampton. And we've still got half an hour to play. Ammo forward. Ajax blocks brilliantly. Right. Now we are going to make a couple of changes. And we are going to do the 2 changes that I said. The 2 fullbacks are going to be replaced. Both are looking a bit tired. Rodriguez and Truffert will come on. Ajax also on a yellow card doesn't feel confidence really. Rodriguez with a good first interception. Max can't keep possession though. but also having that yellow card, Ajax is another little cause for us to just bring him off now with a 3-goal lead. No need to make any sort of mistakes or that could cause a swing in this game. Jones out to Coyote. 4 second half goals in the opening 15 minutes. It's very, very much turned this game on its head. We've scored 5 from a 2xG. Don't be booked, Truffer. Don't get yourself booked. Calm yourself down. You've just come onto the pitch. There's no need for anything silly. The free kick is whipped in and harmlessly wide and high. Truffer into Max. Truffer. Capdeville. We gave him injections so he would be fit. The main centre-back for us this season. And we have a throw. In the Southampton third. Truffer into Max Goldborg, whose goal equalised and started this amazing second half performance. João Neves, McGahey with a lot of space, and that's a poor touch from him. Probably one of the first things he's done wrong all afternoon, Reggie. Goldborg with 2 assists and a goal. Neves with a brace. Scunthorpe 5, Southampton 2. Could it be 6 here? Not likely, but Diblin's coming forward. Okay, Truffer has just dived in there and sold himself a kipper and then has fouled. Arroyo is coming off for Southampton. But yeah, the free kick, close, but no cigar. Metin Yildiz plays it out to Rodriguez. Into Martin. Max. Garrido can hold it up and find Mbeda Magi. Can he find himself something to cheer in this final? The cross into the gloves of Bazunu. With 20 minutes to go. We are in a good spot. It's not done though. Capdeville has now found Mercado. And it's a decent-ish position for Southampton to try and work something from this free kick. They've played it forward, but it's headed away by Capdeville. And now Max can drive forward with it. Can he use Mbeda Magi down the left? Not quite. They both kind of went to the similar point on the pitch, which allowed the defender back into a good position. But with a turnover again and now a free kick, Goldborg wins it. He's been brilliant today. When you need your big players to step up, certain big names have made themselves heroes. Goldborg wins it back. McGahey into Martin. Truffer in possession. Mbeda Magi with space on this left-hand side. Uses Max. I mean, Truffer had made a brilliant run forward, but Max has then tried to find Rodriguez and given it away. And Martin will take a yellow card for that. But it's well worth the yellow card from him there. Because that was a very dangerous position they were bringing themselves forward into. With 20 minutes to go, we are going to bring off Mbeda Magi, who's not had the best of games. And is also tired. Bengachair with some fresh legs down that left-hand side. To hopefully see ourselves through to an FA Cup final victory. Mercado whips the free kick in. McGahey heads away. And Mbeda Magi can't get there. Ammo will find Dibling. And Capdeville is there. See, I told him 1 mil wasn't unrealistic. I mean, okay, fair enough. Are you gonna accept that? Rodriguez, he's dilly-dallied a little bit in possession there. A Southampton goal would give them something to cling on to. Board is saying yes, I'm perfectly fine with that. Yeah, 2.2 mil at your level is plenty. That could pretty much rebuild your entire team from top to bottom. Martin into Rodriguez. It's a poor pass. But Capdevil's there to win it back. Garrido holds up to it. Max, sensible to keep the ball. Truffert. Bengo. Into Capdeville. Max. Bengochea. Tries to get inside but can't quite get past the tackle. Bazunu. Can we force a mistake here, lads? Goldborg. Oh, he's nearly nipped in and won that. But Truffert will win it here. And Bengo. Oh, it's a poor touch from Bengo as well. A couple of times here, we've nipped in and won it in decent positions. But that is a free kick that we've won. Very nicely indeed. 2.2. So is that guaranteed 2.2? As João Neves, Goldborg towards Bengo and it's headed out for a throw. If that is 2.2 guaranteed, that's very nice. Plus the extra add-ons. But if that 2.2 comes to the extra with the extra add-ons as well, then not necessarily. It's not the worst deal in the world, but it's still very good money for you. This is the full transfer. So 1 mil up front. Yeah, so it's a guaranteed 2.2 mil that could go to 2.9. That's very nice. And if they sell him on, you'll get 30% as well. Yeah, Tunbridge are making a nice deal out of that. That's a nice deal. How are France doing? They're still 0-0. As we head towards 15 minutes to go, we will probably make a couple of changes just to see this game out now. We will give Goldborg, I think we'll give Goldborg a standing ovation, and we'll probably give both our midfielders the standing, although maybe McGahey actually for Salazar, just where he is a little bit more tired. Those are our final two changes. We can start to think about running the clock down soon. Salazar wins a throw. Augustin Camarero. We sold Southampton Camarero in the summer. Or in January. We sold Camarero to Southampton at some point. Martin, when did we sell him? I am thinking we did sell him, yeah. When did we sell him? Did we sell him in January? No, we sold him in the summer. I'm fairly certain. How much did we sell him for? Was it towards the end of here? Yeah, we sold him in the summer for £40 million to Southampton. Garrido holds it up nicely. Truffert, Martin, Rodriguez, João Neves, who's on a hat-trick, looked for Max instead. And it's intercepted, but he's there to win it back. But then again, can't keep it. Martin. He's looked for Salazar. That's an audacious pass. But we are going to get the ball back. It's not going to have affected us too much. Hello, Macca's. Garrido. Bengochea. 12 minutes to go. Can we get a sixth? It's a corner. Bengo on the corner. He whips it in towards Capdeville, headed away. Martin towards Salazar, cleared away. Max will pick it up. Truffert towards Bengo. It's a cross. Oh, Garrido just couldn't quite get there. Hope you're doing well there, Maccas. How has your Monday been? This is the full 90. And Salazar! Makes it Scunthorpe 6, Southampton 2.
Goal!
It's a lovely finish. And Scunthorpe have 6 at Wembley. Southampton, I do kind of feel bad for Southampton. They were 2-1 up at half time. So it's not like they've been battered and scored 2 consolations. They were winning at some point in this final. You'll make that guy who... Yes. So I do the first cup final in each comp domestically. Like so the 2 major ones, like the first Carabao and FA Cup final are 490, and then every European one I do 490. So after this now, FA Cup finals will just be key highlights as normal. He is a proper melt, yeah. Like, he seems like the type of guy that would make the save and can only press continue on it as it goes through the day. So then he can't come back and press continue. If it stops at like 2:15 in the afternoon on a Monday, he will then have to wait till 2:15 on the Monday to then, like, can press continue, and then he'll save again. That's the kind of guy he is. Capdeville intercepts. Playing under injections, he has been mammoth for us. Yeah. I mean, it's quite funny. Make enemies with the entire community. Yeah, now let's make some YouTube videos. Woo! Right, ball forward. Andre Santos heads it. Garrido didn't probably need to head that away, but I mean, Salazar's coming forward with it. Back into Martin. Rodriguez. João Neves. Can Bengo win that? He can't. Just beat Kings Lynn, who are in the National League, captained by Romeo Beckham. Wow. I mean, watching Gav verbally tear him apart would be quite funny, I think. João Neves. I'd like to see him get a hat-trick. That would be very nice. But we have got 6. I can't be too greedy. Scott. Max. Into Bengo. Into Truffert. Can we find a 7th? Truffert finds a cross. Bazunu comes and claims it. Right, now is the time to just go, right, lads. We don't need to do anything here. Just run the clock down. As Bazunu plays it forward. Martin can comfortably pick it up. Scott towards Salazar, but that is out of play. You blocked him a long time ago. I can't even remember who it is. I just remember that it was him. Like, thought it was silly, stayed out of it, and just decided not to do anything. Coyote. Lavia, Dibbling. They've gone long. Martin's there on the cover. Martin and Capdeville. Capdeville especially has been brilliant today in this. But, yeah. Skibidi Metal. Is that an actual song? Let's give a little look. As there's a cross that's claimed by... I mean... I right, Ixie, if you want if you want that, yeah, I'm gonna need an actual song link. I'm gonna need an actual song link. I'm not just gonna, because I have no idea, and I'm very may well listen to it for a few seconds and just cancel it and refund your points anyway. But send the Spotify link in the chat. Bengo with the corner. Capdeville trying to get there. Rodriguez back to Bengo, and it's behind for another corner. Bengo on it again. We've wasted the time. Truffert's found space. I think he probably could have shot there, Truffert. Instead, Bengo's lost it, but Max is back there on his own and can find Salazar now. It's cleared away. Martin is back there. Martin and Capdeville already back in position, ready to deal defensively with anything that Southampton now throw at them. João Neves beats one man. Looks for Salazar with an interesting pass that's not been finding his intended target. But with 6 added minutes to go, Scunthorpe look very much comfortable at Wembley and playing it around nicely. Garrido, we'll praise the lads now. We haven't shouted for a while. Let's praise. Bengo into Max. He's looked for João Neves, and that's a poor header back, and we will have a corner in added time. Bengo on it with an outswinger. Can he find the head of a teammate? He's whipped it back stick. Capdeville was there, but Jones is the one that wins the header. Salazar, though, drives forward. Garrido trying to claim it. There's still time, Saints. Come on. It's 0-0, lads. It's 0-0. Come on, heads up. João Neves. Bengochea gets down the outside. Whips in across. João Neves can't get there. Camarero. That's a poor pass from him. Capdeville reads it comfortably. Truffert. Max. Capdeville. Martin. Rodriguez. Loses out in possession. And then João Neves just decides, you know what, I'm going to foul you. Next goal wins. Forward goes the free kick to absolutely nobody. And that kind of sums up Southampton's second half. Realistically. We've just been clinical with our attempts. And we have absolutely there. Just absolutely loving life. Andre Santos out to Ballard, who finds Lavia in towards Dublin, but Truffert's there to deal with the danger. Ballard. Rodriguez is going to allow the cross in, but Truffert's there to deal with it. And we can play the ball out from the back. With 1 minute and 18 seconds to go at Wembley. We knock the ball about. Capdeville, Bengochea, and Capdeville once more. Martin now. Scott, Rodriguez, Garrido, Salazar. Is there time for one last Scunthorpe chance? Salazar wins the throw in the right end of the pitch. Rodriguez with it. 19 seconds left of normal time. The time is running down. On what will end a fantastic final season at Glanford Park. The full match is the full match. There are a few skips, but that it shows the entire match. And depends on how fast you have the highlight speed, yeah. And that is it! That is it! We now have to wait for every player to walk towards the tunnel for some reason on full match. But it won't matter at all. Not that, Sean. Not that. Get that off my screen. Get me this. There we go. Move you up here. And in our first ever FA Cup, we put 6 past the Saints. And we get to lift the famous old trophy, Cristobal Garrido, for the second time at Wembley, lifts the trophy. The FA Cup goes above his head. And it is done. We'll turn the music back down now. That was probably deafening everybody. Scunthorpe 6, Southampton 2. Bay welcome in. We can lift the FA Cup trophy, the only cup left in England to win. And our time at Scunthorpe is the Premier League. Jean Neves with 2 goals and an assist in the final. A fantastic performance. Scunthorpe. What is my next save? I don't know yet. I genuinely don't know yet. But that is the perfect way to end the season. Salazar's solo goal wasn't even the best one for me. McGahey's one was better. But who is Gomeron? Who are you? You are Newcastle boss. Okay. But we received 2 million. We celebrate a double of FA Cup and Carabao Cup. Capdeville. Leave him now. Scunthorpe favourite Cliff Byrne, who is assistant manager at Northampton, where Mike is. That's kind of nice. We will be forever remembered by the fans at this club. Neves, man of the match performance. Superb in front of goal from him. A brace at Wembley. That is absolutely not happening. Thank you very much. We will play the Community Shield. Actually, we've still got the Community Shield to win. That is true. But we won't play that in full match. We're not going to do a full match Community Shield. But that now adds the FA Cup to the list of honours that Scunthorpe have won. We are absolutely loving life. In 686 games as Scunthorpe manager, we have won 419 of them, drawn 107, lost 160, with a win percent of 61, a goal difference of plus 692 across our time as manager. It has been one hell of a season. One hell of a season. Now we need to just see who wins the Champions League. Squad planning for next season. So Metin Yildiz. So it'd be Ajax then Pedro. Yep, that's fine. Let's actually go into the squad planner for next season right now. Caleb Anson will be the backup. Ajax then there. Shaquille Van Persie. He is at Porto. Has England caps. He is representing England in this save. Looks like this. Was at Feyenoord, had a loan season at Sunderland when they were in the Championship, and then went to Porto for 106 million 3 years ago. So Capdeville comes out because he's not going to play that. Janssens comes out because he's not going to play that side. Goldborg, Batera come out. And then Veneri and Kowalski like that. Then Alberto Martin comes out for the same reason. Kowalski won't play that side like that. It would be, yeah. Then Ajax won't play that side. It will be Batera right now, then Truffert, then Thingy. Truffert's contract expires at the end of next season. Okay. The right centre mid, Garrido won't play there. Gutierrez is not there. Goldborg is that side. Sass is not. Salinas won't be there. Alex Scott is there. Then you've got Anselm that can kind of do the job there. And João Neves, should you need to, probably there. Left centre mid, Garrido again comes out. He comes out. He comes out. He comes out. Alex Scott could possibly do that job, but is not likely to. Anselm. Max will be the number 1 player. Sass the second. Anselm the third. Allende, are you going to come back into the squad this season? Probably not. You haven't really hit your potential. João Neves won't. João Neves actually could come into there. João Neves as like the third. That's like the 4th choice. And Mariotti out of there. Then in here. Won't be Garrido, won't be you. Lundholm can do it. Salinas will probably come back into the squad next season. Hausner will probably come out of the AM. Allende won't, and Salm can. Salazar won't. Selzneri can, but won't. It'll be João Neves that's the top. And then right now it'll be Mariotti. We'll probably have Salinas as the backup this season. Next season. He was transfer listed. He's got a high value, but we're gonna take him off the transfer list and make him unavailable for loan for next season. Mariotti there. Lundholm will be able to do it. Bengo will, and actually probably in that order as well. Right wing, Hausner. Scott won't play there. Cavalcanti won't come in. Salazar will be the second one. Reggie McGahey will be the starting one for now. Then Hausner, then Anselm, then Hausner, and Beda Magi and Max won't be on there. Left wing, it will be Bengo. We won't have Mike, Allende, or Millie. It'll be Beda Magi to start like that probably. And then up front, next season, Selzneri is the backup. Salinas, how good are you physically? You couldn't really do. You probably would be the 3rd choice. Lundholm, then Hausner, and everybody else like that. But Beda Magi could sit there quite nicely. So that would be how we sort of have our squad depth for next season. Felicien Lezi comes in. Strike probably a third will be a 3rd choice striker for us next season. Yeah, Shaquille Van Persie hasn't really had the best career in this save. Right, let's actually get before we there, so then we can actually get this ready for the Twitter. And it is 73, right? Yes. So that is then done. But that is how the season looks. It's been a very, very good season. If we could turn some of those 10 defeats, if we'd have lost 4 less games, we'd have won the league. That is how close we are. That is actually how close we are. So, in terms of the club, we're keeping Alberto Martin and Goldborg because they become club homegrown in a month's time. Lundholm might be on his way out. Liverpool want Lundholm, Gav. Is the plan to win the Premier League and the Champions League? The plan is to win both, yes. But if we win the Champions League, that would probably be it. Enough for me. I'm not too like if we win the Premier League, great. But the main aim would be to conquer Europe, for sure. But to have both the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup win this season is very nice indeed. It shows we're very, very much in and around the big boys now. I think we can start to call ourselves one of the big boys. Mbedamaji signing of the season, that is absolutely fair. 18 goals and 21 assists in 39 starts from him this season. He's been very, very, very good for us. 250 million spent on him. 108 spent on Vanarama. We've spent some big money this season, and it has been very well worth it. And we've qualified for the Champions League. The board are pleased we reached around the 16. They're pleased we won the FA Cup. And we're pleased that they won it even though it wasn't one of the priorities. The only defeat we had in the Carabao Cup was that first leg defeat to City, which we then won 5-3 after extra time. 5-2 after extra time, or 5-3 it was, yeah. The Champions League was good until we got knocked out on pens by Bayern. The only defeat we had in the league phase was to Hammarby. We beat Barcelona, beat Michelin, Celtic, Dortmund, Feyenoord, Arsenal, and Inter. But Bayern was just one too many. Truffett's goal against Sheffield United, 1 goal of the season, wasn't a very good goal. I don't know how that's the one that's 1 goal of the season. The match to remember, a win away at Dortmund, the biggest win, 6-1 at home to Birmingham in the Premier League. Broadcast revenue has slightly dropped this season, which is interesting. But sponsorship, corporate hospitality, everything else, the prize money especially, has improved a lot this season. Champions League will definitely have helped with that. We are a 4-star club. 4-star reputation club. Mbedamaji, Garrido, Max Magahi, Salisbury, all making good sales. All making good money for us. Very much. Ajax has not actually made the team of the year, which is incredible. Rodriguez made it over him. But yeah, Gutierrez made our team of the season. Still sad about it. I'm still sad about it. Mbedamaji fans player of the season. Salazar young player of the year. Mbedamaji signing of the season. Garrido top scorer. Mbedamaji with the most assists. Broke the record for that. Won 10 player of the matches and was obviously our club record transfer. It's the first time we've won a double since we won the FA Trophy in National League in Season 2. It's our 10th trophy in charge of Scunthorpe. 5 league titles, 5 cups, apparently. 7 goals for João Neves in the FA Cup this season. But 2029, I mean, 2 members of that team are now retired. Class of 29-30. Who's retired? Avia? Yeah. And Marco John, probably. Marco John is in Saudi? No, the UAE. So it's not Marco John that's retired. Is it Casper Tobias that's retired? No. Oh, Scott McSauce. He's a head of youth development. That's not very good. During my break from FM, for some reason I got into... Should do a Greece save. Interesting. This is a very, very different team to the one we play now. What is our overall best 11? Right now. So this is the overall best 11 right now. Garrido is in centre mid on this. With a smaller stadium, worse facilities, and build them up, yeah. So who's currently in our squad that's in the thing? Just Garrido and Cosmas. Hayes, where are you? You at Leipzig still? Yeah. I have a funny feeling a few people might make that overall Dream 11 in the coming years. So, as we move to our new stadium next season, they won the latter stages of the Champions League and to qualify for the Champions League. That is probably fair. That is exactly. I want you to enjoy your break. I have nothing else to talk about. Go and enjoy their break. They reckon we should play it like that, interestingly. But absolutely not. It's one of the strongest in the... Our team apparently is one of the strongest in the Champions League. Interesting. Alan Rami wins an award. Like, he would be an incredible signing for us at right wing. Manuel wins the Pichichi Award. Wins for winning the top goal scorer in La Liga. And Company keeps the most clean sheets. Right. I want to have a look. So we've just had there. The Champions League final will be on May the 31st. Right, when is the Champions League final? Because that will then kind of guarantee whether we've got there. It's Real Madrid versus PSG in the final. Man City, obviously, yeah, and PSG battered Porto. Real Madrid battered Porto. PSG knocked down Man City. Can PSG win their 4th Champions League of this save? Or would it be the 4th Champions League for Real? One of these two sides will win their 4th Champions League of the save. And it's a Euro season as well. Which is always fun. Batamba, he has got good potential, but is not hitting it right now. But yeah, if we're looking at the squad, and we're looking at it, we probably are looking to maybe sell like Hausner and Lundholm this summer. I think Kowalski probably will stay. Maybe not, but then if we're selling Kowalski and Lundholm, we're losing 2 club homegrowns and we're gaining 2 club homegrowns. So would that mean we're on 4? We got 1, 2, 3 right now. We'd be on 5 club homegrowns. Okay. Arenas gets it in 2 years and we'll make that kind of club homegrown sort of vibe done. Hausner doesn't really have anybody interested in him at the moment. Lundholm has Liverpool wanting him. I mean, I'm quite happy to sell Lundholm to Liverpool if it means we could then fund that. If we are looking to then maybe get the new keeper in, have we got any Swedish players? We did have Swedish players, but we don't anymore. Who was the Swedish people that we had? Well, Salinas is Peru. Where was the Swedish ones that we had? Agerland is Danish, Norwegian, wasn't he? I'm fairly certain we had one a couple of seasons ago. Tim, we have Tim. That's right. So Tim, Bolakovsky Kondrup is Swedish. We're gonna probably put him back out on loan again this season. But he's in our squad that's Swedish. It's yeah, it's probably last season we then sold him. Mm, I can't remember, but we did have a couple of Swedish players. We have had Swedish players over the save, but we don't. We have just Tim at the moment. Um, but yeah, we're gonna get the Champions League final done, and then we are going to probably raid on over from there. Maldonado. Lucas Suarez is not doing anything for us. Come on. Top wins young player. Daly is signing a new deal. Janssens, who's called up to the under 21s, they're under 19s. Right, let's see. Nothing in there for you. Reserve squad, nothing in there for you. Senior squad, nothing in there for you. Sign Manuel as a priority. He's got no interest, probably because he's just signed a new deal. But yeah, Jose Pedro is also a very good goalkeeper, by the way. Like, he is the Everton goalkeeper. He is the best goalkeeper in the Premier League right now. But we are going to look to sign the goalkeeper from Benfica. PSV have won the Conference League, beating Lazio in the final, 1-0. Who scored the winning goal? Torp scored the winning goal. Good for him. We was going to look to sign him. He's very good now. He is very good now. He might be still some. What would he want if we was going to look to sign him? He would expect to start the majority of the matches. If he could accept squad player, Torp might be somebody to still go for. Because he can play naturally on that left-hand side. He's 6'1" as well. So decent-ish in the air. As a backup to Mbeda Magi, he'd be a lot better than Bengo. He wouldn't have the homegrownness that Bengo does, though. But we could still keep Bengo around, and because we're going to probably look to sell Anselm in the summer. And he will rake in like 50 mil. But we're gonna do all our transfer business on Thursday's stream in the morning. I believe is when we're next live, aren't we? Schedule. I made it today. Yeah, Thursday morning. Is when we're next live. So that will be then when we make the thing. We're just literally waiting to see the we're just looking to see how the Champions League final goes. Will Real Madrid stop? Who will win their fourth Champions League of the save? Real Madrid or PSG? I'm guessing Real Madrid, but Musiala is staying at Bayern. Man could go anywhere, and he stayed at Bayern. Contracts we will deal with afterwards. Right, here is the Champions League final. Real Madrid have won 3-0. I'm guessing that's the right back, isn't it? Yep. He is so good. Like, he is genuinely a class above his own. But that means that I'm fairly certain England will get 2.3 million from coefficient pool. But yeah. Yeah, Real Madrid have won leagues, UEFA Super Cup and Champions League. Back-to-back Champions Leagues for Real Madrid, 3 in the last 4 years. Real Madrid and the Champions League. How many Champions Leagues is that now for Real Madrid, actually? Is that 18 they have won, which is in madness. Pochettino winning Champions Leagues for Real Madrid. You make of that what you will. You make of that what you will. But, chat, that does mean one thing and one thing only, that we are going to end it there. Did we have anybody in this? No, we did not. No, we did not. But that is it for us today. Our first ever FA Cup final has come victorious. Scunthorpe have won a domestic double for the first, winning the 2 domestic cup competitions for the first time in their history. Next season, the aim. Maybe could we try and win both of them again? They're not the aim, really. The aim is to try and see if we can go better than 4th place in the league. I don't know why it says well past position. It's probably because it's going to reset in a second. But 4th place in the league. We're going to try and see if we can go any better than 4th next season. See if we can do the Champions League. And maybe we could win another cup competition. It would be nice to do, but we're not holding our breath on that one. Thank you to everybody that has been here tonight. Let's go and find a raid to send you on over to continue your Monday night viewing of Football Manager. It is the FMT Pod Network save. Do you know what we might do? We might go to Stu. We might go to Stu. We are possibly gonna go to Stu. Anybody else? We could go to Di, but I think I raided him. I haven't raided Stu in a long time, so we are gonna go and raid Stu. It is Armstrong FM like that, I'm hoping. I am correct. Go and say hi to Stu. Scunthorpe, double winners. Carabao Cup, FA Cup. Next season, we try and go better in the league and the Champions League. Thank you very much for being here. Thursday morning stream, transfer window special. Can we build a squad capable of challenging for the Premier League title? Bye for now.